It was our anniversary, but the day was anything but joyful. She stood in front of friends, laughing in my face, mocking my love like it meant nothing. Her words cut deeper than I expected. But beneath her arrogance, a quiet storm began brewing, one she would never see coming. I didn't react immediately. Instead, I let her believe her victory was absolute. Tonight, her smirk would sow the seeds of a reckoning she was unprepared for. After the celebration, I retreated quietly, letting the night pass in silence. That's when I discovered it, the hidden messages she thought were buried forever. Secret conversations, clandestine meetings, and betrayal layered upon betrayal, meticulously concealed. My heart twisted not in rage, but in focused clarity. Every lie, every deception, every hidden affair formed a roadmap of her arrogance. She thought she could humiliate me, dominate the narrative, and escape consequence, but she had no idea how thoroughly I would dismantle her illusions. I moved methodically, tracing each thread of deceit. Evidence was gathered with precision, every secret laid bare for the moment it would hit hardest. But I added one twist she would never anticipate. I didn't just uncover the betrayal. I discovered that her closest confidant had been feeding me clues secretly, a hidden ally in her own web of lies. The realization reshaped everything. I wasn't just exposing her, I was orchestrating a revelation she could never survive. Her smirk would not survive this storm. Each day, I let the tension build. She continued her games, believing I was oblivious. I allowed her arrogance to flourish, her deception to grow bolder, imagining how sweet the final revelation would taste. Then came the night of the reveal, evidence meticulously organized, a note carefully written, sharp, ironic, and full of authority. Hope they think this punchline is funny, too. Every text, photo, and confession now lay bare, perfectly positioned to shatter her illusions in one calculated strike. When she finally saw it, disbelief hit like a physical blow. Confidence crumbled, laughter vanished, replaced by trembling panic. Every corner of the house reflected her lies, once hidden, now undeniable. She scanned the evidence, eyes wide, hoping for a mistake, a misstep, a chance to escape, but there was none. Then, as the final shock set in, she noticed it. The messages weren't just uncovered, they were shared in a way that exposed alliances she had trusted blindly. Her world collapsed further, layer by layer. Tears fell as the gravity sank in. Friends' whispers, her public mockery, her secret triumphs, all meaningless now. Every affair, every betrayal, every hidden lie had exploded into full visibility. And then came the final twist. She realized that some secrets she had buried even from me were known, anticipated, and manipulated. I had been one step ahead, watching not only her actions but the people she trusted most. The lesson was no longer just about betrayal, it was about control, foresight, and the consequences of underestimation. She roamed the house, desperate, frantic. Every attempt to explain, justify, or negotiate was met with silence, evidence speaking louder than words ever could. The revelation was layered, twisting, and unrelenting. Her arrogance, once unshakable, now shattered under the weight of exposure. She had thought herself untouchable, confident that I would remain ignorant. But every laugh, every smirk, every betrayal was now mirrored back at her with calculated precision, and with a twist she could never have imagined. By evening, she sat amidst the wreckage, trembling and broken. The marriage she had built on mockery, secrecy, and deception was gone. Her hidden messages, carefully laid traps, and alliances had all been exposed. Every act of arrogance she thought safe had been turned into undeniable proof of betrayal. The twist of the hidden ally, and the meticulous orchestration of her exposure, ensured that she comprehended not just her mistakes, but the impossibility of ever regaining control. Finally, silence enveloped the house. She had laughed, mocked, and humiliated, but the punchline had landed perfectly, with layers of betrayal and revelation she never imagined. The empty spaces, the note, the evidence, each a mirror of her deceit and arrogance. She had underestimated me, underestimated the consequences, and now faced a truth both shocking and inescapable. The story of her lies had been told, and the ending was hers alone to endure. As night fell, she realized fully, the laughter she had cherished, the control she assumed, the love she had scorned, all gone. The marriage ended, trust destroyed, secrets exposed, and her world irrevocably altered. The punchline was precise, shocking, and methodical. Betrayal had layers, and each one she had underestimated had finally converged, leaving her to reckon with the full weight of her arrogance, deception, and misplaced confidence.